Hello and welcome back. We're here on Friday getting ready for the semifinal and final rounds of the Sentinel Tactics Tournament, the Qualifier Tournament here at Gen Con 2015. I'm Christopher Bedell, and here with me,
Peter C. Hayward.
And we are excited to be back talking about Sentinel Tactics again. We had some great matches yesterday. I was on casting for the first one, but I wasn't on for the rest, so Peter's going to catch me up on everything that happened yesterday.
So, I was running around adjudicating a lot, but I did get to see some exciting matches. And one of the first matches we're seeing today is actually Crash Course versus the Quantum Interns, which I am very excited about because this was the match that I saw very first thing yesterday. This was the first match that they were in. Crash Course are a very new team. Quantum Interns are a little bit more experienced.
Sure.
Quantum Interns came up to me because they ran out of +1 attack tokens. So Crash Course,
were they building up an Omnicannon?
They had Beacon, Legacy, Bunker.
Okay.
So Infinite, and they banned Baron Blade.
So you kind of have to at that point.
Yeah, they were ready to build them up. At one point, there were, I believe, 17 +1 attack tokens.
Oh my gosh.
And 5 or 6 defense +1s on one side of the board.
Did they win or lose that round?
They ended up winning with a 15 dice attack.
And that was the Omnicannon.
Omnicannon with an additional 5 +1 attacks.
Beautiful.
Some would argue over, and aimed.
Oh, and aimed on a cannon.
And it was lucky they had that many because 6 of them were auto misses.
Well, but so they only got 9 through.
They only got 9 6s through.
I don't know.
And they just managed to squeak a win with that. And so I'm excited to see these two return back to the field.
Excellent.
And take each other out.
Cool.
The last match that was on was the one that I was casting, and that was, I believe, Aqua Skull versus... No, sorry, that was Team Discovery Channel versus Crash Course.
Right, so the one that I saw here was Aqua Skull and the Free Agents. That was the game that I watched.
Yes.
And both teams did very well. Aqua Skull, very interestingly, pulled out a win. They had two of their players. One of their players was playing the Operative, and one was playing Baron Blade, and one was playing Unity. And Baron Blade and the Operative were highly effective, and they did a lot of cool things. Unity sent a Swiftbot around the other side of the mountain where no fighting was happening. It hung out there and took a dodge token, and then it didn't do anything the entire game.
I think that's ideal play of Swiftbot that we just don't see enough.
Yeah, okay. Maybe in Australia.
Well,
maybe Australia League.
Yeah. A lot of mountain dodging.
Yeah, there you go.
It's a standard opening. Just run around a mountain.
The mountain dodge.
Yeah,
that's what they call it. But so I was really interested to see that they were able to, with 2/3 of their team, the Unity player was just trying a different strategy. It didn't work out at all fine. But 2/3 of the team carried the whole thing and really solidly won the game 3-1.
3-1.
So it was very, very good game. So I'm
3-1 in essentially a 2 versus 3.
Right, and interestingly enough, they won their next match. Did you see the Aqua Skull versus Citizens Wings, Sweat and Beers?
Chris and Luther were on the cast.
Okay, all right. And then the other one, did you see Quantum Interns against Team Discovery Channel? Or did you see...
So then the last one that I saw was Crash Course versus Citizens Wing, Sweat and Beers.
Okay.
And that was an interesting one. Crash Course pulled... Oh, I've got to remember now. It was... It was 3 characters who really want your enemy to cluster.
Okay.
And so it was the Operative.
So they had the Operative, they had... here's the bracket so you can see what we're talking about. It doesn't have the characters on there, but it does have the bracket.
It was the Operative, it was Ambuscade, and it was one more, and I just remember thinking, if the other team at any point get close together, they're done.
And did they?
First move that they did was bring all their people really nice and close for them to just be thoroughly demolished.
Excellent. And how did that work out?
It was very...
Beacon. It was Beacon, wasn't it?
No,
I thought they did. They didn't do a Kriau and a team up or thing.
No, it was
somebody else maybe.
It might have been Tachyon. I can't remember now, but it was
quite all right.
But I do remember that the team who lost, Citizens Wing, Sweat and Beers, built up for +1 attacks on Bunker and then did not use them, which was an interesting strategy.
That's that mountain dodging.
It was sort of the opposite of the overkill Omnicannon. So between those two games, we had exactly 0 Omnicannons because one was way too much Omnicannon and the other one was a wasted Omnicannon.
I think that you might between those two still have like a 0.7 of an Omnicannon.
That's true. Yeah, there was 0.7 of an Omnicannon. It was very effective. And so the Operative got down to 2 health and just went into the middle of them and hit them and hit them and hit them. Until they were gone.
Yeah, the Operative at 2 health is I mean, we've seen it. I saw it, that happened a bunch in the round that I watched. Is they had Operative, they got her up, she was super strong, she dropped down to 2 health, she was killing lots of things, somebody managed to kill her. She gets right back up, takes 3 points of damage from something, and is like, hey!
However she can.
Yeah, no.
Voluntarily,
basically.
She's
like, rah, hit me, come on.
Please, anyone.
Okay, so... Let's see. Have you seen anything else out of any of the other teams that you thought was particularly notable?
I want to say yes for the sake of interesting commentary, but honestly, no. We saw a lot of Wraith a lot of Wraith.
Oh,
not
really?
very much Visionary.
Okay.
A little bit of Proletariat.
Okay.
Consistently getting his ass kicked.
Okay, interesting.
Which, in my mind, is Proletariat's signature move. I am not a Proletariat
The
fan.
dive?
The dive, yeah.
So I don't know if you know, but I'm a huge Proletariat fan. I consider him to be very strong and highly underplayed.
I consider it to be very wrong, and I think he's played the correct amount.
Okay, all right.
I have strong Proletariat opinions.
That's true. That's true. I'm fine with that.
And so, no, most of the other games were well played all round. We had no timeouts, which was very nice.
That is good.
How it should be.
That is excellent. I want all the matches going to incapacitations, not to running out of time.
Yeah. I don't believe we had a single tie yesterday, which was
excellent.
good to see.
Good. So let's go ahead and take a look at today's bracket.
Yes.
So we can take, see that here? Pull up that sheet. There we go. So we got Team Discovery Channel against Aqua Skull.
Now, Team Discovery Channel are a very, very, very new team. They learned the game during a demo yesterday, and then immediately signed up for the tournament, and got straight into the semifinals, which they were very excited about.
That's awesome. And then Crash Course against the Quantum Interns.
That's the rematch that I'm excited to see.
Excellent. And now, so I believe that Team Discovery Channel has lost one of their rounds. Aqua Skull lost none of their rounds. So Aqua Skull going into the semifinals is undefeated, but Team Discovery Channel, has lost one.
Both of these to continue.
So if Team Discovery Channel wins the first round against Aqua Skull, they must win again to proceed to the finals. And then Crash Course and the Quantum Interns are
They're coming up second today, I believe.
Yes. So we're starting with Aqua Skull and Team Discovery Channel, and then Crash Course and Quantum Interns are separate. But anyway, so the Crash Course it actually did lose to the Quantum Interns in their very first round yesterday.
Yes, that was the Omnicannon overkill.
Right, and so they're back for a rematch, and if the Quantum Interns win, they go on to the finals. But if Crash Course manages to pull out a win.
I want to see another Omnicannon hitting Crash Course. I like them. They're very lovely people. They've watched a lot of the matches. They were quoting you during the match.
That's concerning.
They started with Ambuscade, with Invisibility Cloak, and Explosive Devices.
And they called it?
The thing that you call it is definitely what they call it.
The bombs away strategy.
Bombs away strategy,
because
yes.
It's bombs for the explosives, and then the cloaking device makes you go away.
Having said that, they did use it, spread it across the map, disappear, and then never use the bombs again, which was disappointing. So I want to see a stack of bombs. That's really all I want.
See, the stack of bombs gimmick is cute. I don't mind it, but it's not as exciting to me.
Really?
I would like to see 2 or 3 stacks of bombs.
Yes.
So you still have the stack of bombs effect, but you also have the duds effect. Because you can make one of those stacks of bombs all the bombs in a stack, but still have a couple of stacks of duds.
True.
So it's like, hey, there's stacks of bombs. They're terrifying. What are you going to go for?
My favorite move is the stack of bombs and then Ambuscade just running into it.
Sure,
I'd love
just
to see that.
putting the stack of bombs in between the other players and then jumping on top of it.
Jumping on top of it. They're his bombs. They can't hurt him, but you can do a lot of damage with that.
That's true.
And then
I have seen, though, a stack of bombs hit a bunch of targets and roll poorly on the damage and roll well defenses. And with all of that at the end of it, you've got a couple of characters take a couple points of damage, and that's it.
It can be a sad time.
Right.
So
on the map today,
yes.
Actually, we can take a top-down look at the map for the tournament. You can see it's the same map that we used yesterday.
But wait a second, Christopher.
Yes?
There seems to be something that wasn't there yesterday.
That's right. There's dice there on the edge of the map. You can see some blue dice and some red dice and some white dice.
Are these new? Are they patriotic dice?
Yes, they're the legacy dice. Yeah.
Right. That makes
so thanks
sense.
for asking about that. Was there anything else you were curious about?
I think we're done.
Oh,
I think
great.
we're done for the day.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and end the... Oh, wait, what's that?
Whoa!
A T-Rex. Oh my gosh, so there is a T-Rex there roaring. It's standing there on that rocky outcropping. And then next to the T-Rex, there in the jungle, in both of the 2 edges of the cover there, are Velociraptors.
I am very excited about this.
Yes. So at the end of each round, the Velociraptors and the T-Rex will all do stuff.
Amazing.
So I'm looking forward to seeing what people are going to be doing in reaction to those dinosaurs tromping
that
around.
one's already gone.
It's dead already. And interestingly, the Velociraptors, if you kill a Velociraptor, like no big deal. That's fine. But if you knock out the T-Rex, you get 2 +1 attack tokens and 1 +1 defense token.
Very exciting.
So that's cool.
My wish list for today is a big stack of bombs.
Big stack of bombs.
Mr. Chomp's fighting a dinosaur.
Mr. Chomp's fighting a dinosaur.
And a dinosaur eating anyone.
Sure. I like those other 2 things that I don't care at all about that big stack of bombs. I think that is one of the least interesting tactics. The first 2 times I saw it, I'm like, oh, that was cool and clever and fun. Since then, it's like, yes, we've all seen that. I don't care as much about it. Don't care.
I'm disappointed.
Don't care about it.
Disappointed in your
There
lack
are
of
so many
enthusiasm.
strategies that we have not yet seen that I want to see come out. People are still learning the meta of this game.
True.
And there are stuff we haven't seen Omnitron really used successfully.
He should be.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So speaking of which, speaking of Omnitron, no, not speaking of Omnitron, speaking of Sentinel tactics, we are ready to go with the match. And so let's go to the table for the coin toss.
You are the tapping if they randomly hit you, you mean?
All right, it's heads. So,
We'll draft and play.
okay, you're gonna draft the play. Here you go.
Do they come after you or they randomly move? No, the Velociraptor is good. We will ban.
So what do they get?
Nothing for the
Okay, but it's too attack and one of the things they do. Okay, cool. Yeah, okay. This refers to clarifying the defeat. You actually do not get tokens for defeating Velociraptors, but for defeating the T-Rex, you get 2 attack plus 1 and a defense plus 1.
Okay, so the Velociraptors get you nothing.
Get you nothing, yeah, but they're scary.
All right.
The T-Rex wanders off, but if you hunt them down, you get
All right, so there were some rule
Can I see the card
clarifications that had to be made about the Velociraptors and T-Rex, but now that we're on it, we are ready to move forward.
Now, the dinosaur rules are different to the scenario dinosaurs,
Yes,
aren't they?
these Velociraptors and T-Rex, I was going to say T-Rexes, but there's just one. They act a little bit different. Real quick, just so we're talking about it, they just banned Citizen Dawn.
I think that's a solid play.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what the other ban is, though.
Legacy or Bunker or Taken. Sure. Ban Tachyon and we'll take Bunker.
I feel
All
like
right.
Tachyon and Citizen Dawn are the 2 most common bans. For
Interesting.
A reason.
Yeah.
I think that they are
I think that
obviously scary.
Right, Citizen Dawn. Right. That's a good way to put it. Citizen Dawn gets banned a bunch because otherwise you have to deal with the Citizen Dawn strategy.
Yeah.
And which is kind of disappointing to me because for me there's a lot of different Citizen Dawn strategies.
Yeah.
But
The most commonly used one being Citizen Truth. Personally, I feel that Citizen Truth is hard countered by the operative. If I see my opponent choose Citizen Dawn, I will choose the operative. Now, I'll choose the operative anyway because
They
she's my
just chose
favorite
the
character.
operative.
That was a clever move. But against Citizen Dawn, I will always choose the operative because I believe she hard counters Citizen Truth.
I think that's a fair assessment. I think that Omnitron also hard counter
Yes,
Citizen.
absolutely.
So they got Beacon and Bunker. I really hope they pick up Baron Blade for their 3rd turn because then it's the 3 Bs.
4 Bs against the operative.
Well, okay, sure, 4 Bs. So many Bs. Which I guess is not as bad as so many Hornets.
It's a ridiculous thing to say, but not inaccurate.
Baron Blade went with the operative instead. Those Bs are getting split up.
Could we have a heroes versus villains team up?
This happened before. It could happen again. This could be the time. So who do you favor, Aqua School or Team Discovery Channel? Do you have a favorite team with this one? I think it's...
So Team Discovery Channel are
They're
very
the-
new to the game. They learned it yesterday. They immediately entered the tournament, and one of their members was not able to make today, so has actually been subbed out.
Oh, okay.
So-
And they are also the underdogs.
And so they are the underdogs for, they're the underdogs for about 3 different reasons. So I'm thoroughly supporting them, and I think they're going to come through and make us all proud.
I'm excited to see that. So they... Oh, my
As well as
goodness. That said, Aqua Skull has pulled 3 of the strongest characters in the game, in my opinion.
See, I will.
But Team Discovery Channel also has 3 really strong characters.
I would take Beacon Unity Bunker over Omnitron, the operative Baron Blade.
I would disagree strongly, but
We'll see.
we'll see. And hey, this is a different sort of game. There are dinosaurs. We have never in a tournament before had dinosaurs on a map.
It's true.
So
So the dinosaur. What's the rules for movement in this tournament?
they move around.
Yep.
At the end of each round,
Yep.
The Velociraptors will move towards non-dinosaur targets.
Yep.
And then they will make chomping attacks at people.
Amazing.
And they generate hazard spaces.
Right.
The T-Rex also generates, so they all just generate hazard spaces.
Right. So they never actively attack.
Right.
Got it.
But the Velociraptors will chase down heroes or villains. They will chase down targets. And the T-Rex just kind of ambles throughout the map across the game. He's going to stomp around here and stomp around
Amazing.
there. And if you happen to enter a hazard space generated by the T-Rex, it's all the adjacent hexes. And since the T-Rex is 2 hexes long, it's a big bloop of space.
Bunch of hexes.
Yeah, and so all of that space that the T-Rex is threatening, if you enter into those hexes, it will chomp you, and it will chomp you hard.
So the operative, I feel, is actually even stronger on this map than she normally would be. Because Kasarigama lets her move people around.
That's true.
The more hazard spaces there are, the better she does.
That's fair.
Similarly, Omnitron, with his double push, I feel like on this map, you're absolutely correct in that one team's picks are stronger because they can just spend the entire game pushing their opponents into hazard spaces.
I think that I'm interested to see how it turns out.
I feel like they could almost win without making any attacks if they just constantly pushed everyone all the time. That would be amazing to see.
It would be amazing to see.
How much health are on the dinosaurs?
I believe the Velociraptors have 2 or 3 hit points each, and the T-Rex has 5 or 6.
Okay, so
I don't have the
meaty, but
stats
not
in front of me, but they're, yeah.
Exciting to see.
All right. So, yep, we see Baron Blade, the Operative, and
it is a villain team.
Yep,
It's an all-villain
we
team.
do have a villain team versus a hero team, so that's good.
One of the many exciting things about today.
Yes. Additionally, we're starting to get some information on them. So Beacon will be going first,
Solid play, yep.
then Baron Blade, then Unity, then Omnitron, then Bunker, and then the Operative.
So Beacon first means that she's almost certainly going to give someone a play.
It seems likely.
Could be Bunker for his expert tactician.
Right.
But there's nothing wrong with an early GoBots community.
We can do something.
That can be fun. We haven't chosen cards yet now.
They were still in the process of choosing cards. Beacon is starting with Fortitude, her defensive card, and Bolstering Team Up, so we are seeing that first turn give someone else an action, and that's great.
A standard and solid opening for Beacon.
Yeah, I very much agree with that opening. Bunker is starting with the auxiliary power source and the snapshot micro missiles. So he's going to be going for range. He's not going fully for range. He's not in artillery mode, but the snapshot micro missiles does give him a pretty powerful range attack. So I could see Beacon getting into a position to let Bunker run up. Depends on what Bunker's movement is, and we're not sure on that yet, but we'll see how that turns out.
Now I feel as though, and I want to see if you disagree with me here. I feel as though Beacon is slightly worse in a very open map like this, because suddenly her her line of sight tricks are just not as effective.
The thing is, she has so many other things she can do. The line of sight tricks are going to be helpful because of that cover. The fights are going to happen around that cover, for one. For two, if it's wide open, her Kriau is amazing.
Yeah, that's very true.
And the thing that I saw yesterday, there was a fight that was happening where opponents of Beacon were hanging out right up on the lip of the volcano, and she didn't throw anybody in because she has that head-on collision where she can hit somebody and hurt them, and knock them into the volcano.
Every damage done is 1 push?
Yeah.
So if she can get 2 damage on them,
they can put them in the center of the volcano, and they're almost certainly going to get killed by that.
Rake them right through.
Yep. And they have to get out of that if they manage to survive. So I was surprised to not see Beacon throw someone in the volcano. So
disappointed.
All right, Unity is starting with Champion Bot and Turret Bot. And I'm a little concerned that she's starting with Turret Bot.
Yeah.
Because it's a fairly defensive card. It starts her off with creating all those hazard spaces right around her, and it's for enemies only, so it's not like it's going to hurt her teammates. But it is a very home front sort of play.
It could be defense against the dinosaurs. Like no matter
that's fair. If she can drop. Yeah, if she can drop her Turret Bot right here next to those dinosaurs when they move around. And the other thing that is nice about these bots is that they will provide things for dinosaurs to run to and attack.
Yeah, true.
But protect the players.
I don't like that move. It's not awful. I don't love it. That's what I should say.
Yeah, it's not what I would do, but I'm interested to see what happens.
With Champion Bot there as well, all of those turret attacks are suddenly very powerful.
So it looks like they're about ready to start. We didn't talk about the Aqua Skull's powers. Baron Blade is starting with the Teleporter and the Fission Blaster. Makes sense. Operative starting with Hidden Blade Sight and Kusarigama. So
whoever saw that coming?
I didn't. I had no idea. I anticipate she will be Kusarigamaing the T-Rex. Trying to get that early T-Rex kill in.
Because she needs more dice.
Right.
That's what the operative needs.
And then Omnitron is starting with the Interpolation Field and the Tactic Sequence. I'm a little surprised that Omnitron's turn is 4th and not 2nd, because I think it might be worthwhile to play Omnitron early for the purpose of getting the 3rd power card out ASAP.
See, I predict that Omnitron is going a little bit later so that it can hopefully get within range of a bunch of enemies and drag them through hazard spaces.
I could see dragging through hazard spaces. I could also see ocular beamsing them.
Yeah.
Or maybe even both.
Yeah, well, Interpolation Field is out.
Right, but it has a 3rd power card, which if I were it, I would either play the ocular beams or the adaptive plating.
Now, Tactic Sequence is an extra action and an additional reach.
Yes.
So, rocket jump, move it. Oh, yes, we're started.
Beacon is starting us off right here, so let us see how it goes.
So switching out straight away.
So
no,
Beacon,
nothing switched out. Oh, of course not. Going first. Why would you?
Well, sometimes you want to put down a couple of power cards and then switch one so that your strategy is not immediately apparent. Yeah. If I were her, I probably would not have put down Bolstering Team Up, even though it's obvious. Oh, she's Bolstering Team Up Unity.
So you go ahead and
I suppose. Oh, okay. So on this map, the center is all hazard spaces.
Yes.
Around the dinosaur is all hazard spaces.
Yes.
So if she moves turret bot out to a side, out to the side opposite the T-Rex, suddenly the entire center of the map is hazard spaces for the enemy.
Okay, so Turretbot is there, and that corner that Turretbot is in is just completely hazard spaces.
That is all hazard. So yeah, that looks like a dinosaur decoy to me. I feel like in a way that makes sense, they're reacting to the presence of new things, possibly too much. I think they may be overestimating the dinosaurs.
But we'll see.
This? 2.
I mean, for her extra action.
Oh, it has to be adjacent.
Dodge gives you what? 2 shots?
All right, so
Dodge means when you roll defense, all your dice are the highest value.
Oh, okay.
So Beacon
So you
has
could,
used
fly
her
up to
her
here
bolstering
and
team
then
up to let
dodge.
Unity do a thing, but she has not yet done anything with her
I'd
side of it.
go
Oh, looks like she's maybe taking a
here
move.
instead.
Yep.
Well, no, because that's
That will get attacked by the dinosaurs. so yeah.
The team we're looking at, team we're just looking at is Team Discovery Channel. The 2 men on the right are the one who played all day yesterday, and the guy on the left was just demoing a game here, and he joined in.
Oh, excellent.
He loved the demo. He decided to enter the tournament with them.
Oh, fantastic.
So our blue-shirted friend is playing this for the 2nd time ever, and I hope he does us proud. Oh, so we're already on to Baron Blade.
Yeah, so I guess Beacon moved up there and took a dodge token. Oh, and Baron Blade is teleporting up to there.
Then I will.
He's 4 hexes away. Yeah. He's going to do an aimed fission blast.
Yeah, I mean, that's a solid play.
Blaster against Beacon.
Yeah, that's fair. It's 4 dice away, so it only rolls, or 4 spaces away, so it only rolls 4 dice.
As well as
But
that, where he is means that he can teleport to the other side of the volcano or anywhere on his side of the map, just instantly.
right,
All right, great. So you miss on 1.
3 5s.
3 5s against Beacon.
So 3 5s coming to Beacon. That's a good start. Now, mind you, Beacon does. And honestly, if I were her, I'd go ahead and use that dodge because 3 5s is pretty.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she's dodging.
Which is 3. And after you roll it, you may choose to use that defense.
I am very excited to see how this goes.
Yeah,
I'm emotionally invested in these teams.
good. That's what I like to hear. And she should use that defense +1 token that she has. She has a defense +1 token. So, her fortitudes allow her to
right.
reroll 1.
Okay.
If she uses that defense +1 token, if she gets a 5 or a 6 on it, she
5 or
blocks
6.
it all.
There it is.
Another 3.
Let's see. Come on.
Beacon, especially especially in defensive mode, Beacon is hard to damage.
She is,
And
but
Beacon
she's
has
already
just
halfway
taken-
down on the second action. That was a great Baron Blade turn. All right, and Baron Blade stripped away all of Beacon's defenses. She doesn't have her dodge or her defense +1 tokens anymore.
She can still re-roll each turn, but
She
it'll
can.
be much easier to take her down.
Yep.
Especially because that Velociraptor is going to
If
go after
if
her.
I were Team Aqua School, I'd send I'd send the operative up to the edge of the mountain and Kasurigama Beacon through the mountain through the lava.
Now, Kasarigama, even though it moves the opponent,
It teleports them to the final hex.
teleports them to their
But
final
when
hex.
upon landing there, they'd get hidden blade striked and lavaed.
oh yeah, double, yeah, oh. Okay, is the dinosaur's hazard attack better than Hidden Blade Strike?
First action, I'll order a
No,
bot.
not in
Okay.
this case, because they get bonuses for the number of Velociraptors they can see, and
Right,
from up
right now
there
they
it
can't see
can't see
any.
anything. But she can't get there anyway. The operative's movement, according to my screen here, is 1.
Oh, well,
So
then
she
she's-
could 1 and then sprint and still not get up to the edge of the mountain.
Yeah, Operative's going to have a slow turn unless they get very close to her.
Yep,
She could attack Omnitron.
that's true.
I don't know why you would. Omnitron's interpolation field, is that allies and enemies, or is it just enemies?
Let's pull that card up. So the interpolation field from Omnitron takes, I believe, every character.
Every target?
Every enemy character.
Enemy
every enemy
characters.
character. So
Right.
it can't do bots,
Very
but every enemy
specific.
character in radius 2 gets moved 2 hexes.
So I was thinking perhaps Omnitron could help her along, but
Yeah, no, that's not how that works.
no.
No, I'll take aim and dodge.
You're going to take an aim and a dodge. Okay, so 2 actions. All right, and then reroll movement.
Okay, so Unity spat out a stealth bot, which is giving cover to Beacon. So now Beacon cannot be Kasurigamed.
Yes.
All right.
Took an aim, which might seem like a foolish move. However, because she has bots out,
Yeah, that aim will be probably useful for one of Turret Bot's shots, because the Turret Bot is definitely going to get to shoot some things pretty soon here.
oh, this is actually an interesting rules question I've never come across.
Yep.
Does Turret Bot have to take the aim, or can Unity take the aim?
Unity can take an aim and use it on Turret Bot's attack, or Turret Bot can take an aim and use it on its own attack.
Right.
Because
so
Unity is her bots. Her bots are
Okay,
an extension.
cool.
But like if you wanted to give an action to a bot and be like, hey, turret bot, take an action. That action is an aim. That's fine.
Right. But then Unity wouldn't be able to use that aim.
Right.
So it's strictly better for her to take it.
Yeah.
One team gets to action first.
Now I'm waffling on that.
I have to play action first.
You say that you're.
Oh, I'm with the
Omnitron's movement here is 1, which is not awful for.
Yeah, no. One movement for Omnitron is good.
Can those Velociraptors be moved? Are they enemy characters?
They are not. They're enemy targets. Those are enemy targets. They're enemy targets, not enemy characters. So they cannot be moved by an interpolation field because characters have character panels and things and power cards and things like that. So those are just targets.
While I am excited to see the dinosaurs.
Yeah, no. Unfortunately, the interpolation field's not going to do. It was a cool move. It was a cool idea, but unfortunately, that is not how it works. Now, did Omnitron pick up a third power card at the beginning of Omnitron's turn? I only am seeing 2 in play right now. So Omnitron at the beginning of her turn should have put down a third power card. Okay, she's figuring that out right now. So we should be getting a third power card from Omnitron very soon here. And then seeing a turn involving not moving any dinosaurs around due to them not being characters, unfortunately.
I'm going to be honest, it is exciting to see Beacon damaged so early in a game.
Yeah, it's true.
It doesn't happen.
It is pretty rare. Although now she's shielded up with that, or at least covered up with that stealth bot there.
And especially with Bunker on the team too. Those two are going to be very hard to take down.
They have a very tanky team. I mean, Unity doesn't seem tanky, but she is by staying out of the action.
And the other thing about Unity, we were discussing this on the stream yesterday, is if you take Unity down and you're standing next to her, she stands up, puts out Mr. Chomps, and takes you down straight away.
Yeah.
I've seen it happen many times.
Mr. Chomps is really pretty impressive.
He comes out for 3, and then he can just chomp you 3 times. That's 15 dice heading your way with only 1 auto.
Cannot chomp you 3 times. You cannot take the same action on a bot multiple times because actions are limited.
This is that's actually incorrect.
Oh, it is.
Because GoBots is unlimited action.
Oh, okay.
And you do not want the characters to be able to keep track of these things.
Okay. All right. So yeah, so that's fair. So okay, actions are unlimited, and so you can do them.
Yeah.
So.
GoBots is unlimited, and you don't want to keep track of which bots have done what.
Will the Raptors go to any target or just to characters? They'll go target robot.
They'll go to any.
In case it's not obvious to those listening at home, I love rules. 3 times now I've brought up very fiddly rules because I get very excited by them.
So target is like. You're wondering about the bot.
Yeah,
that's not
they will
helpful
go
for now.
You can tell these are your bots to decoy the Raptors
so the
away.
bot,
Yeah, no, that's fine.
That's brilliant.
This might be good. Characters are equidistant.
I'm adding an adaptive.
So as can quite often be the case in qualifiers like this, the teams are a little bit inexperienced, but they're making smart choices so far. They're taking a little bit of time, but I don't dislike what they're doing.
You have your power select and everything.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
Okay, so Omnitron has put out a 3rd power card, and it is Adaptive Subroutine.
Hooray!
All right.
I'm gonna get 2 more actions. So I can.
But it has to be. You don't have the line.
I can't dodge.
Adaptive Subroutine is it's a carryover from Sentinel's The Multiverse, where he adapts to different types of damage. And this one, he adapts to one of the dice, and it becomes an auto miss against
The
him.
rocket sum has to be adjacent, right?
Which is super powerful. Being able to add auto misses to your defense.
It is. I would say it is Omnitron's most underused card.
That's fair.
Because everyone thinks Omnitron are done health. I don't have to worry about that.
Right.
But you can take Omnitron down fast because he's so big and so easy to see.
Right. No, I personally I don't see enough of the remote tranquilizer from Omnitron because it has a nice area attack, which is great, but it also gives out attack -1 and defense -1 tokens.
Is that one the promo card?
I believe it might be.
1 card from each deck is a promo card, not in the base retail game, but very easy to find.
Yeah.
And they don't radically transform, but they definitely add a tool to every character's arsenal.
Very much so, yeah.
Well, right now it doesn't have line.
Probably the most radically transformative of the power cards, of the promo cards.
Reconfiguration?
Is reconfiguration,
Oh, no,
for sure.
If you move to cover here, then it has line of sight against you.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, so I think you
Almost
go-
at the end of the first round, and Beacon
All right, yeah, I
is shockingly the only person to have taken damage.
Yeah, no, it's
So swap out
amazing.
your power.
so
Omnitron looks like he
First I'm
didn't
swapping out,
do a lot, just kind of wiggled out a little bit.
Grenade launcher for the snapshot micro missiles.
Okay. All right.
And then then I'm going to
you
do my
surge,
surge, so I
attack
get
and aim.
Attack and aim. And if you could put the aim over here.
Well, so not quite yet, but
I have to move first. Okay.
Right, so
And then I do my first action is to move
to here, right?
Yeah.
All
And I
right,
have a
so
move of
Bunker's moving up.
5,
Adjacent to you, so you can.
Yep.
So everybody's a little bit gun shy about these dinosaurs.
Then I'm going to aim and fire the grenade launcher.
He's literally putting the aim on Baron Blade, which I like. I haven't seen that before, and I quite like it.
Aiming at Baron Blade.
So
that's going to obviously be grenade launcher,
it's
because he can't see Baron
Yep.
Blade otherwise.
Right. Yeah, grenade launcher specifically says it doesn't need line of sight.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and you get 4 dice.
I got 4
so
dice.
it's 4 dice and it misses on what?
1 and 2.
1 and 2.
And Baron
4
Blade
dice.
is not using any of his defensive powers at the moment, so
Right.
Baron Blade could take quite a lot of damage right now.
Ooh, and no auto. So 4 6s coming at Baron Blade.
And wait,
If Baron Blade doesn't roll any 60s, he'll be dropped to 1 hit point.
I mean, yeah, attack. Yeah, sure.
Well,
You can, if you want to use the attack +1, you must do it now.
Because
Use
that
it.
gets a 6, right?
Use
Yeah,
it.
it is a 6.
That's a 1 extra damage,
Yeah,
right?
do it.
Yeah, definitely.
All right.
So roll another red die and don't roll a 1 or a 2. Right.
right, because you
Okay.
can still
Oh,
miss.
right.
Yeah,
There we go.
5 6s.
5 6s. This could kill Baron Blade.
This could be a round
right
one
here at the end of the round
incap.
1. And it
And he's
does.
down.
Baron Blade is immediately incapacitated. That is a victory point right off the bat for Team Discovery Channel.
I like Baron Blade because he can be so many things, but if he's not being defensive, he is so easily taken down.
He is easily taken down, which means you can either play him in the midst of things, in the fray, with some defensive powers, or you can play him on the edge, the sniper. The
can
fact
lurk.
they moved him into the middle
Yep.
and used him as kind of a mid-range character.
Yep.
He is either close range or far range,
Yep.
but rarely mid-range. Usually with Displacing Teleporter, I'll play Displacing Teleporter and Saber Battlesuit and try to get in for some melee attacks.
Yep.
But if
Or
you're...
with a slash and burn at 5 dice.
Right.
Okay.
Sprint 2, and I'll do a dodge.
Now, one of the things I like
Wow,
about...
the operative move... Oh, well, because her movement is 1.
Yeah, of course.
She moved, sprinted, and dodged. That's an unfortunate
Yeah,
move
there's
situation.
not much else you could do there.
That said, it is now time for
dinosaurs.
The operative now has a speed of a move value of 6, which
Oh,
is
that's
great.
nice. That's much nicer for the operative.
Velociraptor's here. This Velociraptor is the closest to that.
Yep. So that Velociraptor, upon approaching it, upon it entering that space, it gets shot by turret bot, and then she gets shot again as it moves closer.
Right.
So,
It's going to get shot here and here.
all right. So the Velociraptor's going for turret bot.
Are the dinosaurs immune to other dinosaurs' hazard attacks?
The Velociraptors are immune to each other. The T-Rex is not immune to Velociraptors, nor are the Velociraptors immune to the T-Rex.
So that move actually went through 2 double hazard spaces.
That's true. So the T-Rex should be chomping at the Velociraptor as it moves as well.
That is a very sad Velociraptor right now.
Yeah, all right, that is better.
All right. And that is going to go block and miss.
So it hits it
Block,
twice.
but it hits it once.
Oh.
Blocks and blocks.
Oh, yeah.
So it goes down. So
I'm going to be honest, I would be happy to see dinosaurs eating dinosaurs all day. I want to see the players interact with them, but at this point I'm just excited to see dinosaurs even if they're eating each other.
All right.
That's so awesome.
As it moves the first one, it gets shot twice by the T-Rex. That's awesome. So I'll let you roll the T-Rex. Yeah, I'll roll
The players are as excited about it as we are.
The players are excited to roll the T-Rex's attacks, so that's good.
Yeah, and it misses on 2s. So you roll. It's going to do it twice.
All right, here's 1.
All right, and 2 comes out. So it's 5, 5, 3, 1. So roll your defense for this terrible luck.
This is so delightful to watch.
5 blocks, 3 blocks, but 2 get through, and that kills it.
Actually,
Only one gets through because the one.
yeah.
Oh, the one.
Sorry, they're just discussing the blocking.
Come out of there. Right,
So 1 damage gets through in the end.
But it gets another bite.
One more bite. But now it gets attacked one more time. So there you go.
By the-
As it moves into that last space.
I'm kind of rooting for this T-Rex at this point.
Come on, T-Rex.
All right.
There we go.
Okay.
Ooh.
6, 3. I don't think it can live.
The
Here.
one misses.
The one misses. That's true.
You're right. The one does not make range.
But it can't. You're right. It can't, it's impossible for it not to.
So the no matter what, the Velociraptor.
It's at range. Yeah. But
And these are not worth an incap.
All right. So the Velociraptor was just shot by a turret bot a bunch and then eaten by a T-Rex.
Don't we determine randomly which one it goes to?
oh yes.
Oh wait, no, sorry.
No, that's
He
in
did.
cover.
Yes,
So we can't
Bunker is
see
in cover. So he
What's
does
the cover?
from stealth box.
So now turret bot is surrounded by hazard spaces.
Right. And so turret bot gets the Velociraptor gets shot by turret bot as it moves in.
I'll aim this.
Okay.
Oh, and turret bot's aiming against the Velociraptor here. Why not?
They are very excited.
So 3 6s, and that could kill the Raptor. And it does. The Raptor drops.
So they're on the relatively safe side of the board at the moment. in that
Yeah,
sense.
there's no... Well, there is a T-Rex.
There is a T-Rex.
Now, let's see what these Velociraptors up here do.
That Velociraptor is one this way, right next to Omnitron.
Looks like one is going to run for
One is going to go.
Omnitron. Now, does Coverbot... Coverbot does not provide...
Stealthbot.
Stealthbot, sorry.
Adds cover to
to
adjacent
itself.
characters. Not to itself, but to
Right.
adjacent characters, so, yeah.
So it goes 1, 2, 3 to there. Yes.
Yep.
So it stops. Excellent.
Oh, exciting.
Finally, we're gonna
So many
add
dinosaurs.
the T-Rex, and it is going to move 2. So 1, 2, it is a full move value, which is 3. So it's a turn, and then go 1, 2, 3.
So the way that the T-Rex moves is you roll a die to determine which position
Oh,
it
right.
moves to, and it turns that way and moves. And so
Right.
it's just it sees
ambling.
it eats a Velociraptor and then it turns to wander away. It's
It was just a mid-morning snack.
yeah, they're generating hazard spaces. So there are currently some interesting pockets of hazard spaces on all 3 sides of the volcano.
No, because straight line is.
Oh, you can't do down the middle.
No.
Okay, gotcha.
So unless... what's Omnitron's new movement? Omnitron currently has 2 movements, so it's going to have to either rocket jump out of there
You
or
can hit the operative. but
run
that's
away
not
from the
that
Velociraptor
easy.
or be
So
bitten.
What I say you do is you bolster bunker. You can take another. Well,
If I can do another action, then I can do that. If you can give me another action, I can.
I'm saying they're
Surge
considering
up.
what they're going to be doing.
There's a lot of metal on the field today.
Yeah.
Because Velociraptors do not discriminate, and I
yeah,
respect
but
them
then
for that.
I appreciate that the Velociraptors have mostly been interested in eating bots. The one that isn't eating a bot is eating Omnitron,
Yep.
which is just a
actually, you can
big,
sprint
oversized
here,
bot.
you still have stealth and the stealth bot, which is pretty great. Yeah. So what it leaves powers then? Well,
No. But then I'm going into a hazard space.
no. Yes, you're right. Yeah.
Beacon...
Well, I mean, the
Oh, yeah,
Velociraptor
Beacon
will
has
probably
exactly
miss
one
you,
way
right?
she can go where she
Because
doesn't hit a hazard space.
it's that range 4.
Everywhere else for Beacon
I
at the moment
don't
is
know,
hazard
it's a little
spaces.
risky. So why don't you?
That is true.
So I
Or
think
through
what
bunker,
you
actually.
do-
She could go. Yeah, she could go through bunker.
It would not be helpful,
Right, so
but...
I think you should change out Fortitude because you can give bunker an action,
But if
make an attack of some kind, and then run away.
So they're discussing giving Bunker an action at the moment. I'm not sure what he would do with it.
I mean, bunker. Let's see. Bunker's move is currently 1, so you could sprint to here and then launch grenades.
Oh, yeah, sprint up the
One,
right-hand side
one,
of the
two,
volcano.
three, 4. Launch a grenade that hits either operative or Omnitron and the
Bunker's going
Velociraptor.
so late in the turn, though. I feel like it would be safe for him to remain behind the volcano where Operative can't reach him.
That's fair.
so I get another action on that this turn.
Fortitude up.
Operative's either going to go after Bunker or
First,
Beacon.
booster bunker.
Probably.
Where do I-
All right.
Yeah, you sprint up to here because you still have cover from the.
Yeah.
All right. So you sprint.
So
up
Bunker's
here.
sprinting up to
Well, so
them.
you do it this way, then this way, so that
This
you only
way.
get hit the second
So,
time.
okay,
There you go.
There, and you get hit 1 time by it.
So
then
Bunker
you
is
roll the
sprinting
attack.
into
Towards the
now,
Velociraptor.
right, but mind you, that Velociraptor,
And
Oh, it's at a range of
is
4.
right is going to miss on 1s, 2s, and 3s.
Yeah. That's a pretty safe bet.
So 4, 5s, and 6s are coming at Bunker, and that Velociraptor can't see any other Velociraptor.
oh no!
oh, that is
2 5s and a 6 coming at
crucial
Bunker.
roll.
Now Bunker does roll 4 defense dice, so that's
you're
good.
Gonna wanna,
For defense dice.
you're going to want to roll very well here.
Hey!
Everybody dinosaur.
Under cover.
Yeah.
For those of us that are across the lava field, are they considered to have cover against us at this time?
No, not at all. The lava field is down below you, and it does not generate cover. It's a hazard space, but it's not covered.
But stealth bot.
Oh, stealth buttons. Yes, sorry. Those do because of that. I'm sorry. I thought you were
And
asking.
now, sorry, the reason for my question was, I thought that was with cover that you can't see through cover. And
can't.
So they are considered to be a cover space, or they're
No, they're considered to be in cover.
Okay, so they're considered to have a covered space basically around them.
Right.
obviously.
Yes, exactly. So they're in cover, but they are not a cover space. So you can
Yeah.
see
So
they don't block.
They don't
They don't block
line
line
up.
of
They
sight.
gotta go adjacent to that.
Yeah.
So
I
now,
see your
so
question.
now,
So Baron Blade's about to stand back up.
Yep. All right.
That's true.
You can sprint down.
What would your move be right now?
Well, so hold on. Beacon still gets a second action.
Oh, yes, of course.
She gets to take. So she's taking a sprint, and she's shooting at a Velociraptor. They're getting into the trap of attacking things that aren't their opponents.
Yeah.
But you know what? They are up in incapacitation, and Beacon going down that hill makes her safer.
That's true.
That's-
Plus, they're removing all these hazard spaces, which are quickly going to be annoying. They're ensuring that they control hazard spaces or that they're on the opposite side of the map, which is not awful.
And as you noted, Aqua Skull can do a lot of throwing people into hazard spaces.
Yep.
So getting rid of them does benefit Team Discovery Channel.
So you can have 4 twos. So you roll against 4 twos.
All right, and blocks 3 of them. So the Velociraptor takes 1 damage. It has 2 hit points
Put
left.
this guy on the Velociraptor.
No, I mean, the 4 twos is intentional because it just creates an overwhelming number of dice. We actually got fairly on that game.
All right, and then that is the end of your turn.
Focus Blast.
Yes.
Focus Blast is one of my very favorite cards in the game.
I like it a lot.
It's just delightful.
You have to use it just right.
Yes. It's particularly effective against Bunker because his amazing defense dice can't help when you've got 500 dice coming at him.
Right. Sure, you block 4 of them, no problem.
Yep.
The rest of them all hit you.
So they took out Champion Bot, didn't they? So
Yes.
So they can have that cover.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, so Unity, well, no, Unity is
Well, it depends
currently,
on what
no,
they're
Unity's
like,
still
though,
currently
right?
rocking
Stick around.
Stealth Bot and Turret Bot. Stealth Bot's right there and Turret Bot's right
But
there.
she opened with Champion Bot.
She did open with Champion Bot, yes.
So Baron Blade is back, deciding on his power. At this stage, I feel like I would be tempted to just Fission Blast Bunker again.
Yeah.
However, it would fall into that same trap you're talking about, where you're mid-range with no defense.
Right. That said, there's not a lot of other targets. I would either, at this point, play defensively with Baron Blade, or, but like, let's see, what's Baron Blade's
Movement of 4.
Movement of 4.
Oh, he's
There we go, he's moving, and he did
Regression Burst.
Oh, very nice.
Very nice card.
Yeah, so Regression Burst we don't get to see enough. Here, let's pull it up here.
The
So,
trouble with Regression Burst here is that he does not have line of sight due to cover bot. He has line of sight, obviously, to Beacon.
he's got line of sight to Beacon, but he can't hit. Oh, and he has line of sight to Stealth Bot.
No, actually. If he targets Unity first,
Yeah, it was
hits her with
Unity's too far away. It's a radius
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah.
Unity's too far away, but Stealth Bot's right here. If he destroys Stealth Bot with the Regression Burst,
Yes, and then he can see Bunker.
yeah, he'll have to destroy. So if he can destroy a Stealth Bot, then hit Bunker, it would hit Bunker.
Because every character that he hits with this, the character
Returns it.
loses all of their active power cards.
Right. So he can't. But it's still a great move right there where
it's
it is.
a very good move.
Yeah.
Especially aimed, which he is not doing.
Nah, not aimed.
Probably going to dodge just to try to stay alive.
That's a good plan since
extra
you'd have no
turn.
defenses up there front.
Absolutely.
Okay,
You're
so
right in the middle of the fray.
So we're rolling the attack. Here we go. So the 2 goes away. So
5,
6,
5,
5,
6.
5. So which one's going to go at first? Stealth Bot.
Stealthbot has 2 health.
Yeah.
Yes.
He rolls and then decides.
I love this move.
Yeah.
This is a very exciting move.
There you go. Stealth Bot's rolling defense.
Stealth Bot is at, this is
So it needs
origin on...
at least 2
So
5s.
Stealth Bot is at range 6?
At range, so it is 4, 3, 2, 1. And over, so it's at range
5. Which is...
Yes,
wait, no.
that's
1,
correct.
2, 3, 4, 5. It's at range 5.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're fine.
So these work. Yeah, 5 and 6 and 6.
That was a great roll for aggression.
Probably going to blow up Stealth Bot.
Seems likely.
Yes,
Stealthbot takes-
Stealthbot's down. Now, Stealthbot explodes, damaging...
Oh, can I use a dodge for my bot? Oh, it's too late now anyway.
No.
Volatile Parts damages everyone, doesn't it? Not
no,
just
no.
allied, not just enemies.
This makes an attack automatically when it's destroyed.
Yes, it does.
And does that hit everyone or just enemies?
It's everyone.
It hits everyone.
Everyone adjacent.
So that's going to hit Bunker. It's going to hit Beacon. It's going to hit the Velociraptor.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, it does. Same thing.
This could be a really
Big difference again.
This is
good comeback for Aqua Skull.
Yeah.
So
Does the Raptor
these
take
guys
it?
Or rather
are
for
still-
Team Discovery.
these guys are still
The
important.
Let's see.
Raptor gets hit too.
Yeah, that's Team Discovery Channel.
sorry, and that's
These are the regression.
No, this is Aqua
That's Team
Skull.
Discovery Channel is currently rolling their defense. This is Aqua Skull who made that attack. Yes, good. And so this is the attack.
auto miss.
The 4's auto misses. So 2 5s.
2 5, still not what you want from an ally exploding.
And the active player gets to decide the order.
Yes.
So Baron Blade,
Velociraptor first.
Baron Blade.
Baron Blade is the active player and gets to decide who they hit first.
Order do they defend against
Bunker, Velociraptor, Beacon.
this? Okay, cool.
All right, so Bunker's rolling defense against this?
Bunker, you're getting hit with double.
Now, fortunately, when Bunker dies, he doesn't explode.
No, unfortunately not.
Those are-
That needs to stay
yeah,
on the
double
cycle.
fives. Technically it does, but you just know you're rolling against double fives. That's all right.
Fair enough.
That's for everyone.
All right. So
you get hit once.
You get hit once.
Yep.
All right, and then Velociraptor. So you roll against Velociraptor.
This is an
Roll
incredible
3
turn.
blues against double fives.
3 blues against double 5s for the Velociraptor. It won't kill the. Oh, it could kill. It does kill the Velociraptor.
You should
Oh, wait, that was the Velociraptor.
Yeah,
And then now Beacon rolls defense against this.
Wow. And
Yeah.
now this is all the first part of the regression burst.
This is the just
Beacon and Bunker has still,
still
not been
get
hit by Baron Blade directly.
correct.
All right, and you get hit for double fives, so you get 2 damage.
All right, so Beacon has 1 hit point left,
So now,
and she's about to get hit by the regression burst.
Yes.
Defense
So
against
if she
regression.
takes a damage, she will lose her power card.
Yes.
Beacon 2 or Bunker 2 now.
Either way.
Beacon 2. Okay, so now you roll against 5, 5, 6.
So now Beacon is rolling defense against 5, 5, 6.
All right.
And she blocks
then
1 of
you
it,
block one,
so
you
she,
take
that's
one damage.
one
she takes 1
damage, one
damage
push.
and gets pushed. I wonder where she's going to get pushed. So that is an incapacitation
And you
for
get to
Team Aqua Skull.
incapacitate Beacon and then push her 1. You overkill by 1. What do you want to push her?
No, 556 is a mighty roll, but Bunker is very easy at shrugging
Yeah,
off that
Bunker,
damage.
Bunker's not going to go down.
Roll, Bunker. Roll defense against 5.
But it'll lose its powers, though.
Yes, if he takes any of the damage.
Here we go.
This is the original attack.
And oh, he takes 1 damage,
And you
and that 1 damage means that he loses his power cards.
Well, I think you still stick with the original.
Having said that, if any character has to lose their power cards, I would most want it to be Bunker, because he can just put down turret mode and
Yeah, that's
suddenly
true.
have access to
And
everything.
he's in a place where turret mode is actually useful to
Turret
him.
mode is great. Turret mode, he can just hit Baron Blade.
He'll be able to
3
shoot Baron
times.
Blade. He can shoot, launch a grenade at somebody.
Yep.
Like,
Oh, he can.
nope.
Second action. Second action.
So Baron Blade still has 1 action left. What is Baron Blade going to do? Yeah, that would dodge.
Dodge or even, running away is
No.
not great.
He's already moved once, so he'd have to sprint anyway. He could sprint down into the cover, but then he's
He's,
a little bit close to the T-Rex.
Yeah.
This changes things.
All right, and that was a great turn there
That
from
was a
Baron Blade.
very good move.
So it's Unity's turn. She needs to play a new bot, or at least a new card. And it's going to, well, let's see. She's considering.
She can't bring cover bot stuff.
Right, she has to pick Stealth Bot up.
Yes.
So the next time you say cover bot, I'm going to dock you 10 points.
That is fair.
Yeah. But she has to pick up Stealth Bot in order to put down another bot.
Oh, I would be very tempted by Champion Bot in the square right in front of her.
Yeah.
So that Bunker, if he does use turret mode, he
He's
gets
getting
3
the bonus.
attacks, and
Yep.
he's getting an extra 2 dice with every one of those attacks.
That is a really good idea.
And even when Beacon stands up, if she wants to stay where she is for some reason, she can take advantage of that as well. Alternatively, Swiftbot is always nice to have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can just cover huge amounts of the map very quickly.
Drop Raptor Bot for.
All right, Raptor Bot comes out.
Oh, Raptorbot.
Raptor Bot, okay.
They felt that there were not enough dinosaurs on the map, and they needed to remedy that.
The mechanical.
Oh, but I'm guessing Raptor Bot's going to go after Baron Blade. It's a good move because it can.
To here.
Oh,
Attack with Raptor Bot.
So that's attacking at a range of 4.
yeah. So it means that.
I would consider sprinting with it up to the mountain and then
So 4,
attacking.
5s, and 6 will make range.
So it's a range 4, so it gets at 4, 5, and 6.
2s are auto misses anyway, so I guess that's not
Right.
tragic.
So
Here we have Raptorbot up on the screen.
Yeah, it's a melee attack, but it's adjacent, so range still matters. Adjacency matters. So your adjacent attacks, so we have to make range. So 1s, 2s, 3s all don't make range.
all right. So the 2 and 3. So 2 4s going to Baron Blade.
Coming against Baron Blade. Is the roll destroyed? Do you want to die?
Oh, so using the dodge. So that means that actually Raptor Bot could get a really good second attack.
Yeah.
All right, there we go.
Takes blocks it all.
Yep, you block it all.
And
3 6s there.
All right.
so now let's see how. Let's see what Unity does. She should go ahead and make that other attack.
Thinking about it. I mean, Turret Bot can actually make his way up onto the crater. But it's fairly unlikely that I'll actually be able to hit Baron Blade.
Turretbot, the advantage of putting Turretbot up on the crater, which is what they're discussing at the
I can.
moment,
It's not a.
is,
yeah,
it's area
it's
control,
not a
which is
great
nice.
attack,
Yeah.
It makes a
but-
lot of double hazard spaces, but they have no, other
probably
than
my
Beacon's head-on collision, they don't
Head-on
really have any
collision.
ways of moving them. I would definitely chomp again. I think that's
Yep.
what he's doing.
All right, great. So
And that's another 2 4s.
2 more 4s coming against Baron Blade. There you go. And you block.
All right, and
Oh.
blocked it all.
Cool.
Baron Blade's feeling good.
Baron Blade is rolling very nicely today.
Face down, and now it is Omnitron's turn.
All right, so we're tied up 1-1.
Yep. There you go, 4.
I'll have 2 turns.
So this is not considered attack.
So I'm going to read.
Omnitron's move. Hopefully Omnitron will actually get into the fray and be able to
Oh.
do some damage.
Just switched into rocket jump.
Yes, that's what I like to see.
And then Omnitron's going to rocket jump, which gives me a -1 defense.
Now she dropped rocket jump instead of tactic sequence, so she only gets 2 actions this turn.
1,
Does
2,
this trigger hazard?
3.
No, you're teleporting.
See. Okay.
Shagoom, so you rocket jumped over there.
Now, interpolation
She only has
is
1 action.
radius
Oh.
of 2, isn't it?
Yep.
So just shift them right to the middle of the volcano.
Interpolation beam to move Bunker into the lava.
So that'll be 2 hazard attacks.
Right.
2
One for
separate
the
hazard
edge
attacks.
and 1 for the middle.
So Bunker, so you can roll the hazard attacks for the lava. So it is 1, 2, 3. It is 4 dice for the first attack and 7 dice for the second attack.
Yep.
It misses on 2s and 5s.
2s and 5s.
Omnitron with 2 movement is actually pretty significant for...
Oh wow! Look at that lava attack.
All right.
3 1.
3 1s. Beacon Bunker can't not block
Literally
that.
automatically defends that.
Right. And so now,
Anyway, so then
but it's a 7-die attack for the second one.
Yes. So unless there's a lot of auto misses, Bunker is going to take some damage.
Excellent.
Interesting that the 2 characters taking damage on this team.
Oh, the 2 goes away.
Only 1 auto miss, so that's 6 dice. So Bunker's taking at least 2 damage.
Right. But it seems like Bunker's probably only taking 2 damage.
Yeah. As he rolls a lot of 2s.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. That's a really Bunker is not interested in taking lava damage.
2 damage. Yep.
All right. So I mean, hey, that's something. Bunker took 2 more lava damage, so Bunker's down to only 2 hit points and is stuck in the middle of a volcano.
Baron Blade is... Oh, yeah, that's true. He has to get out again.
Yeah.
And Bunker's movement is not... I mean, you can always sprint
He can
out,
sprint, but not if he's going to put down a turret mode.
So first you got to plant power. Let's see. I got a number useful.
Oh yeah, turret mode. I mean, it's obviously not ideal to live in the middle of a volcano,
Right.
but he can pretty handily want both Omnitron and Baron Blade from there.
Yeah, except, yeah, I don't know. Turret mode. I guess if you could take down, if you could kill Baron Blade
Yeah,
and
that
Omnitron
would
from
be
there,
game.
I would turret mode and do it
Yep.
because then you don't have to deal with the hazard attack until the end of your turn.
Yeah.
But
So at that point you've won.
the thing is, I think that Bunker might die on his own turn, which is rough.
I would seriously target Baron Blade here, just because Baron
Yep.
Blade's so close to Unity,
Yep.
and Unity
And is also weaker than Omnitron, rather.
Yes, true. Yeah, with adaptive subroutine,
Yeah.
Omnitron's 7 health
Go.
7 health.
is suddenly a lot.
Yeah.
It's always a lot, but with
think this is better than
adaptive
here
subroutine
because
out, it is a scary amount of health.
No, but then I'm still in. You're just going to get pushed right back in. I can still be attacked. At least I'm away, and Omnitron's going to just take me out.
Yeah.
On Omnitron's turn, I would have seriously considered keeping Tactic Sequence, getting a little bit closer and trying
Yeah.
to push more people into the lava.
I'm surprised that Tactic Sequence was dropped rather than Adaptive Subroutine. Sure, Adaptive Subroutine is that nice defensive card, but aggression. Aggression is what wins games.
Perhaps the logic was simply like, with that, Omnitron is not worth worrying about at all.
Oh, it's true.
I would just ignore Omnitron at this point,
Yep.
which is perhaps what they want.
And then you sprint.
Yeah, and then I'm going to.
And then you sprint.
Then I'm going to sprint.
So
All right, great.
one
You
in
get to roll the lava attack because you put them in the first place. It's 4.
4 dice.
Yeah. And it
So it didn't choose turret mode. Auxiliary power source again.
There we go.
All right. That's relatively survivable.
Yeah.
So Bunker, yeah, that was definitely the play. Don't stay in the middle of lava.
All right. Good.
All right, there you go. All right, great. Good job.
And
So
then
second.
flat cannon, Baron
And
Blade.
I'm going to flat cannon.
And use your
Oh,
My aim.
so Baron Blade's getting an aimed flat cannon at a very
middle
close
range.
range. Yeah.
This is 5 dice. I miss on 2 and 6.
So as long as he doesn't roll any 2s or 6s, we're in good shape.
Always have the attack dice.
All right. So the 6 misses,
goes away. Yep.
and then it's 4 5s.
And then
Yeah.
one more, and then I'll attack +1.
Okay, great.
You still have to roll.
You've got to roll it.
All right.
Because it could be a 2 or a 6.
4.
All right. So 5 5s.
So 5 5s coming against Baron Blade.
Okay, so Baron Blade might fall to this, but it's not a 6. If it were 5 6s, I'd say it's almost guaranteed. But we'll see. None of it. So Baron Blade is down. Baron Blade has been one-shotted twice. Team Discovery Channel one-shots Baron Blade. That's what they do.
This is, I mean, obviously it comes down to how you play him, but this is why at the start of the match I said I would rather have Beacon Unity Bunker than Baron Blade the Operative Omnitron, because the Operative is very hard to take down. You have to one-shot her or you're not going to kill her, basically.
Right.
Omnitron, if you play defensively, otherwise that 7 health goes fast.
This is the thing for me is that with Aqua Skull, with Baron Blade, Operative Omnitron, if you're gonna, so Operative hard to take down, Omnitron hard to take down, Baron Blade squishy, and they're running Baron Blade to the middle of the field.
Yep.
They should have Baron Blade on the edges doing sniping with this team. With other teams, I could see Baron Blade center, but making Baron Blade the primary target of their opponent, like they want.
He's so alluring.
Right.
You want to punch him.
Right,
in the face.
you really do.
You wrote him to be punchable.
Yeah, and so they want the Operative to be the primary target, so she gets her precious 3 damage.
Absolutely. Also, if she's the primary target, they're probably coming towards her. Which
Sorry,
means she can bring him in.
As long as one of them makes range, you have to pull it, right?
Yeah, as long as one of them makes
So
range.
obviously targeting Bunker there.
Yep, she's...
Twos, okay, so they're not there. So if one of them made range, now you're going to teleport Bunker somewhere next to you. Or are you going to put
one misses,
It's a
though,
teleport.
right?
Well, no, because you're going to be teleported next to him.
And it's
Well, it depends on where
and I
you
aimed it. So it's,
Right, yeah, so yeah, they're all,
don't get to roll
they're all
any defense
4s.
No,
It's
no,
4, 4,
that's
4,
just-
but where's Bunker going to wind up?
right here in the lava.
Okay, cool.
Boom. So
That one movement roll from the Operative at the start of the game
yeah, it really slowed her down.
really slowed her down because she wants to get in the middle of everything she can as quickly as possible.
Yep.
Yes, you absolutely do.
And that just meant that it took her a full turn to get going. Because this is the end of the second round we're at now.
You want the lava?
We have a lot of incaps, but this is the first time we've actually seen the Operative do anything.
Right.
Which is honestly tragic.
Yeah.
You want the Operative to be...
We're this far into the game, and yet... Okay, here we go.
All right, so the audience is on 2s and 5s, so it's 6-1-1 coming up Bunker.
So this is the lava attack.
And this is an aimed... Oh, this is the lava.
This is the lava attack. So 6-1-1 coming up Bunker, and Bunker blocks it all, no problem.
Okay, then there's the hidden blade.
So this is now 3 6s coming at Bunker.
No, now it's the Hidden Blade Strike.
Oh, right, yes. Bunker's
thing
getting
is-
hit by so many things.
Yes.
This misses on 2s and 6s.
And
6s, so there's none of those.
3 3s and a 5.
3-5.
right, so Bunker could block it all.
No, it's not aimed.
And then there's the
Three,
aimed
and then 3 6s.
When I walk out of the lava, am I going to get it again?
No, because you can.
Yeah, so 3 3 5 and 3 3.
3, 2,
One of that damage comes through.
so that kills you.
So that kills
Wait,
Yeah, 2 of it because it's 3 3 3 5.
Oh,
so it'll
yes,
block
of
2.
course, yeah.
And so now that it is tied up,
Now it's kind of
that is the Operative's turn, and it's time for a new round, which means dinosaurs do things. But so that is the end of the second round.
tied at 2 points.
Yeah.
the dinosaurs. This dinosaur.
Unity...
Oh, I need all my movement.
It's so odd to see Unity, Beacon, and Bunker on a team, and Unity's the only one who's not been knocked out.
Yeah, I mean,
Having said that, if Beacon doesn't get a kill, Baron Blade is going to stand out and basically one-shot Unity guaranteed.
5. So it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then turn around and go 1, 2, 3 in that direction.
Right, and it has cover from the turret bomb.
Yeah, exactly. So because it's sneaky through the trees.
Right, and now these are hazards.
Right? He just jumped up. That's what he did.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So
And this raptor.
Yeah, at this point, I would say Discovery Channel needs to...
and now it is turn 1. So it is back to
Beacon needs to get a knockout, and I don't know if Beacon can get a knockout. Because there's no way Beacon's doing 7 damage to a subroutined Omnitron.
yeah, no.
Think about this.
And Beacon only gets 1 card, and she can't reach and take out the Operative, can she?
No, and she should be back at full health now.
Not terrible. I think the lava is less effective. Yeah, I mean, let's try.
Okay, at this point,
Actually,
Beacon needs to
don't be
one-shot
good
the Operative.
If you did that from,
That's true.
Yeah, so if you do that from down here,
Getting up nice and close and doing a focus blast.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. What did Beacon roll?
Beacon's movement
yeah,
is a
so
4,
I kinda
so
like
she
going
could
here
not.
and then
I mean,
doing
she
one.
could go 1, 2, 3, 4 and go through the lava to get to it, but she would almost certainly. That's a lot of damage.
As long as it's not fatal, that's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
Having said that, how many dice are going to come out of that focus blast? Assuming no auto misses, it's 5 dice with 1s and 6s that
Can I read
auto
that?
misses.
You're right.
So that would be 10 dice, yeah. So if you get those 10 dice towards Operative,
It would do it.
it might be a
it would
little
be
better.
it would be a lot of lucky dice. You need to run through the lava and roll no auto misses. Otherwise, I'm very worried for Team Discovery Channel.
Oh, but she's going over there. She's going after Omnitron.
That is optimistic.
And she's using head-on collision, but Omnitron can't be pushed.
Cannot be pushed.
So 2 dice. Yep. All right, come on. No
Yeah,
whammies.
that same head-on collision would have been...
One whammy.
So 1 damage.
Wait, okay, I get to take that 6 and put it on this card.
Okay, yep, yes you do.
Oh, so right. Omnitron is now immune to 6s and cannot be pushed, so the
Okay.
head-on collision is not going to do anything anyway.
I'm going to fairly confidently say that Baron Blade is
It says he gains that many auto numbers.
going to stand up, knock out Unity, and that's going to be game. Unless Baron Blade rolls spectacularly badly, which he hasn't been so far,
Right.
I don't see how Unity can survive this.
All right.
All right. All right.
Stay away.
And then so that was your turn. That's it. Great. So your reroll movement. And then we're on to 2. So Baron Blade.
So Baron Blade stands up,
I need to close out this game.
stands up,
Rerolls movement.
teleport.
No, just sprint.
I mean, you're going to go through the Mr. Chomp space if you sprint. I mean, unless you want to sprint this way.
Then you can
Sprint towards Unity. Just 2 towards Unity. There's no
Right,
hazard
2 towards
spaces.
Unity. Oh, that's right. Yeah, it's done it. So 2 towards Unity and aim. Put on the battle suit.
Yeah, battle suit, and that
aim
way,
is-
even if you don't make it, you've
Yeah.
still got
Right.
extra defense dice.
Yeah, that I agree. Battle suit, sprint, aim, slash and burn.
Power up the fission blast.
Oh,
Okay.
Fission Blaster.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What is happening?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Unity.
No, you can't. Okay, can't see Unity from there. Went too far. Have to go back one. Like,
Why would you?
Can't see Unity from there.
So it doesn't take you out.
can't. We're just. That's where you want to be, because from here, from this corner, it's even still a range of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
So on the corner, you're at range 6.
And so there's
So
going to be
here,
6 aimed dice.
right here is range 5, or here is range 6. Either one of those two is fine, but all the way up.
It's 6 at all of them actually. Where he is
1,
now is
2
6.
Oh, that's right.
And every other square is 6.
So he should actually stay where he is.
Dodge. No, if he stays where he is, he triggers the dinosaur hazard attack.
Yeah. Okay. So,
You're range 6 now. So you move there, then you aim, and then you win a finish.
so 6 aimed dice
With only one
at
slot
Unity.
of
This will either win the game, or. But then after that, it's Unity's turn, which I don't know that. Well, Unity almost certainly can one-shot Baron Blade again.
Oh, yes. For the 3rd time in the game.
Yeah.
And then everything is turned to the highest number.
This is a nice close game. I like
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, that's a lot of ones.
That's a lot of ones. It's
Oh,
3
my
5s coming at Unity.
They
Unity
take out
cannot
Unity.
die.
That is
Oh.
unfortunate.
I mean, I don't know. We still.
Your reroll movement.
Again, this is a better play than the one I suggested. I love it when that happens. I'm not amazing at this game.
Yeah,
I know the
since-
rules very well.
But since none of them made range, like if one they needed
Oh yeah,
1,
none
6.
of them made range.
Right.
Of course, this was a risky play.
It was really risky.
I'm thinking of what I want to soften up.
Move the bot up and blow it up.
I could do.
Move it up and mix.
Oh, he's considering a reconfigure. He's considering moving the bot up,
Also, the
blowing it
problem
up.
is If I move it here, the T-Rex gets an attack.
Right. So you move to here.
Right.
So move up to the
Chomp.
left.
You surge.
I wouldn't even reconfigure. I'd move Chomp Chomp.
The boss
Yeah, I would
gets-
definitely move Chomp Chomp. Or possibly, I'm trying to think. There's no other bot that's better to switch it out for now, is there?
No, not at this range. I mean, if you, it depends on what
What's
you're
Unity's
doing for it.
movement?
Yeah, I mean, I could
Unity's
just
movement,
attack
I believe, is a 3 right now. 4. Unity's movement is a 4
Okay.
right now.
If Unity had 6 movement,
Oh sure.
I would consider moving up to the side of the mountain,
Yeah.
moving Chomps up to the other side, and arcing shock.
Arcing shot over 2 Chomps.
No,
Okay.
definitely not that.
Okay.
I got very excited about arcing shock.
One arcing shock. Like if it were a Chomp and an arcing shock, I could maybe see it.
Yeah.
But two Chomps is better than most anything.
Omnitron is probably just going to straight kill Beacon.
This is our chance.
Actually, moving Mr. Chomps up on the mountain means that I'd move him directly up. I'd move Mr. Chomps up directly 1. He takes a hazard attack at a range of 3, which is not tragic.
Turret bot first.
At worst, he explodes. At best, he gets 2
Oh,
Chomps.
okay. So switching out for a okay.
That makes sense.
Stealth bot. So
I want Swift bot.
That's just there you go. I figured.
Can you tap it and blow it up?
Swift bot.
No, because I don't have.
so yeah, we have Swift bot now, which is good for moving long distances, but I'm not sure what.
No,
the Swift-
Chomps is a better play.
Yeah.
Unless you really want to take down Omnitron,
Right.
which would be optimistic.
Aim.
All right.
Swift bot. 1, 2.
Did you want to have a swift bot aim?
Oh,
Yes, I did.
Switching out for champion bot to make those Chomps even better would have been a better move. But
Also, Swift
no,
bot
the best move is still, I think.
no, switching
Chomp.
out for champion bot as part of your
Oh
switch.
yes, of
and then having
course.
2 7-die Chomps.
Wow. Yeah, that is a beautiful move.
Yep. But nope.
Oh.
Instead, Swift bot goes up to the edge and is going to punch Baron Blade.
3 5s.
Okay, so that's pretty good. 3 5s going against Baron Blade is good.
That's nice.
yeah, I will get to make another one.
And Baron Blade blocks one of it, so he, And
Right, and I'll.
what is it going to do with the last action?
Punch him again, I guess?
And I will Swift Bot again.
Swift Bot again. Here we go.
This is on 2s, this is not 8.
I'm on 6s.
All right.
And that's a 3 and a 4.
3 and a 4.
Coming again.
All right,
I would
so
have rather seen double 7 chumps.
who is next after Unity? It's Omnitron.
You rocket. There you go. All right, then your reroll movement, and it is Omnitron's
So
turn.
it's just a matter of whether Omnitron kills this.
Well, so Omnitron's
Omnitron
actually probably in a pretty good position.
Cannot move Beacon into the lava.
That's true. So yeah, Unity's got a movement of 6. It seems unlikely that she'll get another move though. And we are at the 10-minute mark of the game. There are 10 minutes left. 10 minutes left. So this might be the first game to go to time, although I think it's unlikely. I feel like we're going to get an incapacitation in the first.
There's a lot of health missing at the moment.
I'm switching out interlope.
Oh, Omnitron can rocket jump straight to Unity, aim, and then hit her with anything.
Yeah. And if you did that, use ocular beams and hit both Unity and throw them back at Beacon.
Yeah.
But she needs to. Okay, so let's see. She picked up the disintegration cone instead. I would love to see. Don't even move. Just leave the first action should be aim, and second action should be disintegration cone. But instead, she's
going after Unity. No, that's a smart move.
That's fair.
Beacon has
so rocket jump to there. And a disintegration cone is a great Omnitron attack that we don't see enough. It rolls 6 dice, and because it's a vertex attack, you can at most hit like 2 characters with it. But let's see. The 2 and the 4s go away.
1, 1, 3, 6.
Yep, Unity's at full health, so she's not dying.
Unity's taking at most 2 damage.
Wow, we are hovering. So
Yeah.
who's after this? After Omnitron, it's going to be Bunker. Bunker's going to stand up. Can Bunker? Bunker's going to go after Baron Blade for sure. Bunker, Bunker should stand up and put down a turret mode. He's in the lava. It doesn't matter. He can see Baron Blade. That is almost.
It's your turn.
All right, let's see what happens.
You're right there in the lava there, standing up.
You might just go into turret mode right now.
They're talking about it. I want to see it.
Yeah, because it's not going to kill you. It won't.
I mean, just the image of Bunker while sinking into lava, just firing his guns wildly. That's what I want to see right now.
You're right.
And did you roll movement?
No, I got to roll movement. You're right. That's the best.
Right. So if you
So
go into
Bunker's got
turret
his
mode,
full health.
then you can just kill Baron.
Right. That's it.
Probably.
2 doesn't matter though.
All right.
All right, so Bunker's got a movement of 2. Let's see what's going to happen.
Team reaction. 2 doesn't matter.
Yeah, right.
They're committed to this plan, and I love it.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, so turret mode. And let's see, with turret mode.
I'm going to play turret mode.
Yes. We're seeing it.
And then I'm going to, and then you say I can now use.
Let's see.
Can I use it?
I'd probably aim a snapshot micro missiles because the range is 1, 2, 3, 4. So I would probably aim the snapshot micro missiles and then lob a grenade.
Yeah. Grenade's nice because it doesn't care about range.
Right. But the snapshot micro missiles is a.
Oh yeah, it's reach plus 4.
Yeah. So
Right, because then you won't lose any on range.
yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I like the same. This is the underdogs that I've been supporting the whole time.
That's true.
I want Bunker to get this.
If they don't kill Bunker, it will be Operative's turn.
Yeah, you're right.
Firstly, because they're underdogs. Secondly, because they're repeating my thoughts. And thirdly, because they're the good guys taking down the bad guys.
Sure.
I want Team Discovery Channel to win.
Better. So maybe like aim, grenade launcher, and then missiles.
Also, that man's shirt says "Life is good."
Oh, that's good.
That's nice.
That's nice.
And the other question is.
All right, Bunker.
Oh, I
You
can't
can't do that. So I think aim, grenade launcher, missiles.
Versus flat cannon. Do I get
Yeah,
5?
aim and grenade launcher.
5.
Now, grenade launcher. Let's pull
No,
grenade
this-
launcher up on the
this-
screen here.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, that's better.
What are you going to do?
Because the flat cannon is 2s and 6s as auto misses.
Yeah. So all right.
Whereas
so
grenade launcher
Oh, no, I
is
think I
1s and
should do
2s. So an aimed grenade launcher is
Yeah, okay,
a
sure,
little
sure.
bit
Okay,
better.
so good.
Flat
I'm gonna do
launcher,
aim-
flat
I'm gonna
grenade.
do
Oh, yep.
Aim first.
And I have an extra action. I can use cards from my hand because of the turret mode.
Yep.
And so I'm going to aim and I'm going to do the micro missiles. Yeah.
Okay, so aiming a snapshot micro missiles.
All right, great.
Yeah, I think this
If
is
I don't
like-
get a 4, then I'm not going to kill him.
1, 2s, and 3s.
All right.
5 dice.
Oh, right. 1s, 2s, and 3s are auto misses here.
Right, but that's I'm not
Oh,
concerned
because
with.
of 1, 2, and 3 question. I think it's better.
Because it's aimed at, yeah. So anyway, so we're rolling 5 dice on this
At least
attack.
you get less miss options.
Yeah.
All you have to do is roll a 6.
All right, sure.
All
Yep,
right,
you're
so
right.
sorry.
Okay.
Can I change
Grenade
that?
launcher.
I'm going to use a grenade launcher with aim.
All right.
I agree with this change.
You know, honestly, I don't know that it matters hugely. So we're aiming a grenade launcher.
So 2 4s.
2 4s.
That's not great.
So 2 4s coming at Barreling Blade.
But those are aimed 4s.
Those are aimed 4s, that's
They are
right.
slightly scary.
Baron Blade blocks them all.
Blocks them, no
Oh, and now we have a snapshot micro missile not aimed.
No.
So 5 dice.
So let's
He
see.
needs to not see 1s, 2s, and 3s here.
And he's stuck, and Bunker's stuck in the lava. So if Bunker doesn't take down Baron Blade on this shot, Operative's going to have...
Oh, Operative's going to have a beautiful time. of it.
Right. I mean, she's
Hidden Blade
currently...
Strike is still out, so if he ends his turn here, he's getting
Yeah.
hit by 2 different hazard
Oh, that's a
effects.
nice attack, though.
The two misses.
Right,
So
so
4, 5, 5, 6.
4, 5, 5, 6. This could do it. This is the
Baron
linchpin of the
Blade
game.
just needs to block 2 of these to win.
If Baron Blade doesn't block 2 of these to win, Baron Blade is all 3 incapacitations. Let's see. 4, 5, 5, 6, 4, 6.
Oh, 1 health he's on.
Baron Blade is hurt but not dead, and it is the
My
Operative's turn.
But before that, 2 different hazard attacks.
Right. So currently, Bunker's going to get lavaed and Hidden Blade striked.
He's gonna survive that.
He's going to survive that, but then
But he's going to be weak for the Operative's new attack.
Really ruin our business now. 4 and a 3.
So Baron Blade rolls against a 4 and a 3.
Okay, that's actually survivable. What is it again? 4 and a 3.
Or not Baron Blade. Bunker rolls against 4 and a 3 and blocks it. No problem.
Yeah.
But then,
Oh, right, yep.
all right. So Operative rolls Hidden Blade Strike,
Oh, man. I was really hoping we had it there.
and now I'm curious. What do you think? Operative's?
That is a very nice hidden
that
blade
is a
strike.
really nice Hidden Blade Strike.
6 auto misses.
Oh, okay.
So it's just the
2
2
4s. Baron Blade's blocked 2 4. Or Bunker's blocked 2 4s before.
Against Bunker.
Bunker will
Bunker.
block 2 4s in
That's
his
2
sleep.
4s from the Operative's ability.
So, it looks like the Operative's going to be going against a full health Bunker. Now, the Operative can still do...
No.
Take 2.
Bunker's taken 2.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you pick up strikes unending and use strikes unending.
Alternatively, switch it out for the undivided attention.
Yeah, what are your 3 actions then? You have 3 actions.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You strikes unending 3 times.
Yep.
You just pick up strikes unending. You taunt from Blade 3 times. And
No,
then,
no,
you actually,
no. What you do?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Okay, you.
Well, let's see what he's doing. So
Yes.
he did strikes unending,
That makes sense.
and he left Hidden Blade Strike out. So 3-3-6 coming at Bunker. Bunker's rolling 3-3 against a defense against 3-3-6 for the first attack. And blocks 2 of it, but takes 1 damage.
All right. Yep, the 6 gets through.
Now the Operative can also attack the Velociraptor here if she wants to.
Right. That same attack can hit the Velociraptor if he wants.
All right.
There's no disadvantage to that.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, there is an advantage to that because at the end of the Operative's turn,
So
she's going to
3
take
and
hazard
4,
damage.
3, 4, 5.
All right.
So 3, 4, 5 is coming at.
So take 1.
2, 4, 5. So 1 is going to get through on Bunker. So Bunker has 2 hit points
Oh,
left.
this could be it.
Why don't you roll defense for the Velociraptor? Yeah.
Now, the advantage of leaving the Velociraptor alive there would be to try to get the Operative down to 2 health, but
Yeah.
at this stage of the game, I don't think that's worth it.
Okay. And now Tom from Blade again against Bunker. And Bunker should have, I believe, only. Did Bunker take a point of damage for that last one, I thought?
656.
And then 656 coming in Bunker.
Wait, which attack? This
Okay,
is
so Bunker's at 2 hit points.
Facing a 5-6-6.
Yeah.
You need a 6 and a 5. At least. Yeah.
6
Oh,
and a 6.
my
Bunker has
goodness.
1 hit point left.
With minutes on the clock here.
You roll right into the Velociraptor right now. Here, roll.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
And the Velociraptor takes 2 damage. The Velociraptor.
I thought
So now you
I
roll
thought this game was over a full
You are
round
in
ago.
The Velociraptor.
Everyone is hanging on by a thread here.
Roll 3 dice.
We're still alive. I can't
For the
believe it.
Velociraptor.
After this, it's going to be the dinosaurs.
Yep. And the dinosaurs are going to move around, presumably. Oh, but because the Operative ended her turn in the lava next to the Velociraptor,
She will take-
she's getting attacked. Then the Velociraptors will move, the Velociraptor and the T-Rex will move around a bit.
And now the.
So if I were the Operative, I would choose to not block
I would,
those.
I would take 3 damage.
Yeah.
So she has hidden blade strike out still, doesn't she?
She does have
Yes.
Hidden Blade Strike. A thing that I could see the Operative doing in this move was before making those attacks, instead of doing 3 Tomfum Blades, step into the lava.
Ooh.
Drop down to 2 hit points by choosing to not roll as many defense dice as you need to, or choosing not to assign your defense dice.
Yeah.
And then making 2 strikes.
Step
on
into
it.
the lava, and if the lava doesn't take you out,
It won't.
hope the Velociraptor will. I mean, if it doesn't take you down to 2.
Right.
If the lava auto misses a lot, you still take the Velociraptor's attacks as well.
Right.
Go down to 2 health, and then suddenly you're taunt from blading with 7 dice each time.
Right. Wow.
Can they check? Yes.
I think Focus Blast.
So the dinosaurs should be moving now.
You fly. Up here,
Yes, the dinosaur before Beacon's turn. Well, let's see. Looks like the T-Rex did move because
Oh,
it's
yeah,
here
he
and he moved,
absolutely did.
and the Velociraptor doesn't need to move because it's already adjacent to a target.
Right. So
All right.
dinosaurs are gone.
So now it is Beacon's turn.
Beacon needs to take 1 damage from Baron Blade.
Yes.
1 health from Baron Blade. I should
This
say.
game has been so close to ending so many times.
A full round it's been now.
Yeah. At this point, honestly, any team that wins is the team that was lucky because
Yeah, rolled
both of them
the
didn't.
final 6.
Both of them did not take advantage of the other team's weak positioning.
Absolutely.
Oh, focus blast.
Oh, it's happening.
We'll see. It's moving.
This is at a range of 2.
Okay, the 6s go away, so it's
4 2s coming at Baron Blade,
4 2s.
which he cannot block.
it's true.
4 2s coming at Baron Blade.
That's true.
He's got 3 defense dice.
And that is game
So he rolls a
for
defense. He rolls a defense. Roll him. There we go. Okay, that's a victory. Baron Blade was knocked out for a third time. But
Discovery
oh my
Channel.
gosh, that was really good. And because Team Discovery Channel, they were the underdogs in that situation.
They do get to play a second round.
They do get to play a second
Let's
round
hope that they
because.
learned a few lessons from that.
Oh, absolutely. Because as we talked about before, Aqua Skull came in undefeated. So that was the Aqua Skull's first defeat in this tournament.
Yes, that's the first time they've gone down at all.
But they'll be facing each other again in just a couple of seconds. We're going to do a quick reset. So, hey, well played on
that
everybody's
was-
part.
That was good.
But
was
that
really
last
well played.
round was
Yeah.
tense.
I
Oh
just-
my goodness. I did not.
Every character there was hanging on by the skin of their teeth.
Yeah,
they
yeah.
were all almost going down. That
Yeah.
was, oh my word.
I think that last operative turn there, if they'd done the thing where she stepped into the lava, would have been ruinous.
That would have been brutal.
But we don't know. We don't know.
The
all right.
alternative was, focused attention, because against
The
Bunker,
undivided
you want
attention.
undivided attention.
You want as
sorry.
many dice as
You want
possible.
as many dice against Bunker, because 4 defense dice are amazing,
Right.
but he can't deal with just more and more dice.
Right, of course. No one can.
Yeah.
Okay. So undivided attention. So what are your 3 actions there in that case, though?
Undivided attention.
That's not an action. That's a card
Oh,
switch
right,
out.
yeah, it absolutely is.
So you have 3
so-
actions. See, this is the thing. I think if you're going to go the undivided attention route,
Yep,
you
step
pick up
into the lava as
undivided
well.
attention, you step into the lava for your first action,
You
aim
aim,
for your second action,
and you
taunt
taunt
blade, rolling 7, 8,
9
9 dice. 9 aimed
9
dice.
aimed dice at
With
Bunker.
only auto missing on 2s.
That would have been
Yeah.
as close to a guaranteed kill as you can possibly get.
But what do you do?
What do I do?
Yeah, what do you do for a living?
I'm a writer.
That's great.
I'm an author.
That's true.
Do you want me to talk more about it?
No.
Right.
Okay, and so with that, we'll be back in just a minute. They're resetting and getting ready for the next round. We're going to just take a quick breather and be back with round 2, which is Aqua Skull and Team Discovery Channel once again.
Very excited.